Lucy Letby was recently cleared of all charges after being accused of murdering 8 babies. This was a very high-profile case that has been plaguing the UK and parents of babies who died in her care. After a 2-year court battle, investigators could never find sufficient proof to charge her. The verdict was delivered by a panel of 3 senior judges in the Supreme Court. It was ruled that the evidence presented against Lucy was not enough to prove she was guilty of the charges leveled against her. The court stated that there was not enough proof beyond reasonable doubt to convict her of the charges. They believed, based on evidence presented, that her innocence had been established. Parents of the babies who died in her care were understandably distressed about the ruling. Though the court found her not guilty, it does not necessarily mean she was innocent of the charges. The decision has put on record that while the case presented had cast doubt on her guilt, it was not enough to convince the court beyond a reasonable doubt. Despite the verdict, some people still question her innocence and feel she should have been held accountable for her actions. The trial brought to light several serious issues regarding medical care, safeguarding, and accountability which need to be addressed. Despite the court ruling, changes must be implemented to lessen the possibility of future tragedies. The case has shone a light on the importance of due diligence in medical care and protection of the vulnerable. Ultimately, people must remember that Lucy Letby was found not guilty due to a lack of proof against her. Nevertheless, her alleged actions had severe consequences to the families affected by it. It is hoped that the court ruling will provide closure to the families of the babies and help them move forward. In the coming days, there will be more discussions as to the implications of the court's decision and steps that can be taken to prevent similar occurrences in the future. In the meantime, those connected to the case have voiced their opinion on the outcome and what should be done now. Despite the ruling, public opinion is still divided on the issue as to whether justice was served. Many people are disappointed that there was not enough evidence to convict Lucy Letby. Others believed that the prosecution had a very strong case but were unable to prove her guilt beyond reasonable doubt. The court ruling has been controversial, but the ruling must be respected regardless of personal opinion. Everyone involved in the case will now have to focus on finding ways to prevent similar tragedies in the future. Though the court ruling was not guilty in regard to Lucy Letby, it does not take away from the seriousness of the alleged crimes.